my dear friends and soul tribe. We are here to talk about the new moon eclipse in Gemini taking place at 6:52 a.m. New York time, 3:52 a.m. Pacific time. So we are in the second of two eclipses in the eclipse season. We had our full moon eclipse a couple of weeks ago, and now we're at the brink of the new moon eclipse. Eclipses have always had um, a name in history which invokes fear, which invokes difficult times. But I'm here to explain to you what eclipses really do. Eclipses are not here to give you a hard time, although they do seem like they are. They are here to reveal and bring out of the closet what you already know deep down to be true, but you have kind of been ignoring or not wanting to look at, and they will come and shove it in your face. That's what eclipses do, and they do that so it can bring us growth. Because without looking at the things that we need to look at, we would not have growth. So that's what eclipses are here to do. And the effect of the eclipse usually lasts for the next 6 months. So when you're going through eclipse season between two eclipses, it always feels like endings and purging and a lot of truths being revealed. And after it, you turn out to become a different person usually. And then things shift, and then that effect lasts until the next eclipse, which is usually after 6 months. So the effects of this new moon eclipse in Gemini, where we're finally at the end of eclipse season and the heaviness is almost over as we decide on how to move on with our lives, is that time is here. So let's talk a little bit about the alignments of this eclipse. This eclipse is a new moon, so it is a new beginning after the purging that happened 2 weeks back during the full moon. And it is in Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet that rules our mind and communication. And Mercury is retrograde. Now, whenever a planet is retrograde, it always urges us to look inward and go back instead of moving forward. So a retrograde movement is urging us to kind of look inside our minds. There are a couple of more things happening. An interesting triple square to Neptune, the planet of delusion, and also the planet of divination, depending on which octave it's operating on. So now, Mercury retrograde is asking us to go inward for a sense of reflection, to take account of things, to reflect on everything that has been going on. And the triple square to Neptune is forcing us to differentiate between fantasy and reality. So Mercury governs our mind and our desires, and our mind can sometimes frame our desires in a very funny way. They may make it seem as essential. Now, when you really try to dive deep into your desires, you will look at the underlying reason for it, and very rarely do people stop and think about that. So like, we know what we want. A lot of us know that, okay, we want say a relationship or a great job or more money. So let's look and dive deeper. Why do you really want a relationship? Maybe because you want a sense of love, admiration, belonging, and or why would you want more money? Because you think it will open up more possibilities for you, right? And so on and so forth. Or a job you like because you think that will make you happier. Now, if you look at the underlying deeper desire, most things from the outside will only give you a fraction of what you are really seeking. The deeper things like real happiness and real peace of mind, they don't come from outside. They come from a state of being. They come from a state of your heart or a state of your mind. And so there is a beautiful quote that I just remember. It says that most people buy things they don't need and are stuck in jobs they don't want, to buy things they don't need to impress the people they don't like. And that's really how a lot of people operate without even thinking about it, day after day after day. So this eclipse is going to urge you to stop and really, instead of thinking with your mind, because Mercury can really keep us going round and round in our minds, and to go into your body instead, because the body experiences the here and the now. The breath experiences the here and the now. The mind is always looking for something that's more complex, something that's more, that'll keep it engaged. And you can get lost in the desires. But when you really are conscious of why are you here and what is really real, what is real is not your thoughts. What is real is not your memories, even though it may seem as real as it can seem. What is real is that you are consciousness inside a body, identifying with your thoughts, a soul that has chosen to have the experience of being human, but you are not your thoughts and you're not your desires. So this eclipse urges you to get away from the distractions of your head, move into your body, into your breath, into the present moment, and look into who you really are and what you really want, and not what you think you want, and not what you think will make you happy, but what will really make you happy. So that's what this eclipse is doing. And happiness and peace, real happiness and peace, always comes from inside you and not from outside. There is another beautiful saying that says life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. So you always have a choice, and it is in your hands. Your joy, your happiness, your peace of mind is really in your hands, and it is your choice of how you give that away, who you give that away to, and to what extent you give your power away. So I hope that this helps you understand the underlying deeper meaning of this eclipse, and the Mars-Pluto alignment helps you take action on the new reality that's unfolding for you post-eclipse, just as it mostly does after eclipse season. And we will also be seeing a lot of shifts externally in the political realm and in the world. You're seeing more and more things shift, change, and open up. And the new is now here. And eclipse seasons always bring a sense of finality to it. So do not fear the eclipse. Do not try to release the delusions, and allow it to strip the delusions that it's stripping, so you can see things for what they are. Thank you for listening, and have a beautiful, beautiful week ahead. Thank you.